I am going to be talking about why Black Ops 4 is disappointing and not what I expected. But first, I want to talk about what Black Ops 4 has done well. I need to give the game the credit it's due. The reason why the Black Ops 4 multiplayer is good is because it's just not Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was so bad because the multiplayer was basically a Spider-Man simulator. You could fly over anything, anybody, and you could run on walls. So basically you were Spider-Man all the time. In Black Ops 4, they realized, hey, this is retarded. People want to be Rainbow, not Spider-Man. And so they took it out, making the Black Ops 4 multiplayer infinitely better. The best part about Blackout is that it's basically the most ambitious crossover episode of all time. I could be watching Woods from Black Ops 1 killing Nikolai from the zombie storyline while I'm the Shadow Man shooting them with a ray gun on Hijacked from Black Ops 2. Basically, for anyone who loves nostalgia, Blackout is for them. If you miss the good old days of the older Black Ops, you'll fit right into Blackout. You're probably right now like, dude, what about zombies? That's part of the game, isn't it? I'll get to it at the end of the video, don't worry. But now we get to go into the bad parts of Black Ops 4. Yay! And again, we're going to start with the multiplayer. Now my biggest problem with the multiplayer is that you die too much. No matter what your skill level is, you're going to die many times. There are just too many items in the Black Ops 4 multiplayer which lower the skill cap for certain guns that make it too easy to kill people. One of the best examples is Prophet's gun, the Tempest. It instantly downs people, it downs people around him, and it has the most aim assist out of anything in the game. And another prime example is Ajax's shield, where you are literally invulnerable from damage from almost any angle, and you can shoot from it, easily killing people. So all you need to know is where to put your reticle, and boom, you kill somebody. And it's insanely stupid how easy it is, and then you just die so many times, and there's almost nothing you can do to counter it. The next thing is, what is the point of the self-healing? I do not understand why they added it, because it seems to add nothing to the game, because it's just like the normal healing where it just happens, but instead this time you have to press X. There's literally no reason for it. It doesn't seem to add anything at all. I've asked many people, but they seem to think that it adds nothing to it, and they liked it better the old way because that's what it was. It was just original COD, but now it doesn't seem to do anything. It just doesn't make sense why they added it. There's no logical reasoning behind it, and people would make the argument that it takes skill to use it, but from playing 1 to 2 games you know how, where, when to use it, but there's no reason why to use it because it's just like normal healing. Instead now it just doesn't even add anything. It adds no skill, it adds nothing. It's just like the Spider-Man moves from Black Ops 3. Nobody really liked it and nobody really cared for it, but they still had it in the game for just about no reason. So why did they have it in the game? Because nobody seems to appreciate the self-healing kind of thing. They just added it for no reason because they thought it would be good. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is Blackout, or as I like to think of it, is Ninja Simulator. And no, I don't mean sneaky and really awesome kills from behind. I mean make no noise at all, and literally do anything possible to not make any noise at all, because if you do, it will be the instant death of you. 9 times out of 10, in Blackout, I die by somebody just coming behind me. They don't have to be good, they just have to come behind me and be crouching for 8 years and come behind me and they realize that I'm there. They would have no clue I'm there, they would just come behind me. And it's absolutely, stupidly retarded, and I mean by that, a dog who is eating rocks for a lifetime because he thinks they taste good. That's how retarded I think that is. I think that's so dumb because it requires 0 skill, because all you need to know how to do is press circle on your controller or press C on your keyboard, and you need to walk around slowly and kill people. You don't even need to walk around slowly, you just need to walk and nobody will even hear you coming. And you can just walk around and then you see somebody in front of you and then boom, they're dead because you'll be right behind them. They'll have no clue you're there. And the only way that they'll know you're there is if they have awareness, and nobody can get awareness because that's the perk that everybody wants. So by the time that you actually need it, you have already used it because you're using it the whole game because it's the best perk in the entire Blackout. Going along with this, since this basically is Ninja Simulator, or being as quiet as possible, making no noise, the fact of any cars in the game are completely useless because you don't want to make any noise, because as soon as you do, people are just going to be crouching over towards you and shoot you in the back, and you'll have no clue they're there because they'll just be crouching, and there's nothing you can do about it. So cars in this game are useless. The only one that's useful is helicopters, and those barely spawn, and if anybody has an RPG, they can instantly shoot you down, so your helicopter instantly becomes useless. And it's so dumb because all people want to do is be quiet because then they can get guaranteed kills. Another thing I hate in Blackout is the perks. I think they are so dumb, and all they do is lower the skill cap of Blackout. I think perks such as Dead Silence, all they do is lower the skill cap because it makes it so easy to kill people, because everything you do that's a sound effect, except for shooting, is so much more quiet, and it's so much easier to do everything, especially kill people, because you don't have to worry about you making any noise, and noise in Blackout is the most important thing in that game, and it's so dumb that it is, because that's how you get kills all of the time. That shouldn't be the only reason you're getting killed. It should be on the skill of your actual shooting, or what to do and where to go and when to do things. It just matters how much noise you're making, and perks such as Dead Silence, it just makes it so much easier to do that. It completely lowers the skill cap, because you'd be going against somebody much higher skill than you, but if they had Dead Silence on and you don't know where they're coming from, then you're going to die instantly, no matter what. Another one of these perks is Paranoia, when it literally tells somebody that they're aiming with you, and you could say, yeah, that helps you if people come behind you, but that's so dumb, because it'll tell you when they're coming near you. It gives you so much power. It's insane, because it gives you, like, this weirdest noise. It goes, when somebody's staring at you. And so that's so dumb. I can literally tell when you're aiming at me. How bad do you have to be at the game where you have to use Paranoia to know when people are looking at you? It's so dumb. It just lowers the complete skill level of the game, because now if you know somebody's coming near you, boom, you can turn around and you just look all around you and you can find who's looking at you. Otherwise, you would actually have to have skill and know when you're likely for people to be looking at you, or you could actually do something when they start shooting at you instead of knowing when they're actually aiming at you and being able to do something because you get a when people are staring at you. The biggest problem with the things I'm discussing right now is there's no counter to them at all. With things like Dead Silence, there's nothing you can do to counter it. It's just going to happen to you, and you have to accept it. And people could make the argument, but you could use awareness. But yeah, how often you're going to use that? All the time. Yep, he's right. You're going to use it 24/7 because you always want to know when people are coming on you, because the only way that you're able to know if people are coming on you is by sound, and you can only do that if you're crouching all the time, and people that crouch all the time have no skill because it's so dumb, because they can literally sneak up behind you and you'll have no clue they're coming on you until they're about 10 feet away. To review over what I just said, firstly, what I don't like about Blackout, I hate the fact that the entire way that people kill you is by being a sneaky little ninja but having zero skill, by just crouching around and being able to aim not even that well. You just have to have semi-decent aim, and I've played maybe 2 games before to know how to kind of aim, and that's how you kill people, by coming up behind them, making no noise as possible, and that's how everybody kills you, is by having zero skill. 9 times out of 10, they kill me. Only 1 time out of those 10 times is because they're absolute trash, and they are terrible at the game. And the second thing I don't like are the perks, such as Dead Silence, because they make the first step easier that I was just talking about, to crouch around and make no noise. Instead, they can run and make no noise now, so they can get on you even faster. And they just lower the skill cap and they make it so easy to kill. One more thing I hate about Black Ops 4 isn't about a specific game mode, but about the black market tiers. And I hate this for 2 reasons. Firstly, I hate the black market tiers is because I pay $60 for the game and I don't get anything for it. I don't get any credits to buy cosmetics. I have to spend hours every day to get anything I want in the black market tiers. And that's not fair. If I pay $60 in a game, I want to get something that's cosmetic. I don't want to have to work towards everything. And I understand what people call the carrot on the stick. I want to be working towards something every time I play the game. But if I never get anything and I pay $60 for a game and it doesn't have a campaign or anything like that, then yes, I expect I should get something where I can get cosmetics that I want. I shouldn't have to work or buy for everything I want else in that game when I paid $60 for the game. The second thing I hate about the black market tiers is that it is a very similar concept to some other popular game. I can't really remember the name of it though, but pretty sure I've talked about it before, but I don't know, you guys might have heard of it. It's a super unoriginal concept. I wish I'd implemented something more original, something that was more Call of Duty related, that they didn't completely steal from Fortnite. I wish it was an actual original idea from them instead of them stealing the exact same concept from Epic Games or Fortnite, whatever you want to call it. And as I said, I'm going to be talking about zombies now because, in my opinion, it is the best part about Black Ops 4. I think it needs no updates. I think it needs nothing at all because it is so amazing. I think the Easter egg, I think the story, I think the guns, I think everything in it is so good. The maps that they chose, it is such an amazing and well done and well thought out part of the game. I think they couldn't have done anything better. I think honestly the only small thing they can improve on is adding more voice lines for those people who played a lot, so it's more fun and more involved whenever you're playing the game, because it makes it so much more fun when you hear new voice lines. But it is just so much fun. It is the best thing they did in the whole entire Black Ops 4. I think there's almost nothing they can do to improve it, because it is amazingly done. And that's it. Honestly, I think Black Ops 4 kinda sucks. Wasn't that good. I think they could have done a lot to do better, and that could be a separate video, me talking about what they could have done better. But I thank you for watching, and if you really enjoyed, please like and please subscribe and comment if there's anything I have done wrong. And I'm not forcing you to do any of this. You're your own person. Do what you want. And if you don't want to follow me and you hated my video, dislike and block me and never watch another one of my videos again. But I thank every single one of you who watched, and even if you didn't like it, thank you for watching. Thank you if you liked, thank you if you disliked, thank you if you commented saying it sucked. Thank you for subscribing if you did. And I hope you have an amazing day. And I'm going to be doing this more often, and I hope this is a better done video than my other ones, because I actually took a lot of time to do this. I spent a few hours, I stayed up late, I woke up early to do this. And I thank every single one of you for watching, and have a good day. You guys are all amazing.